All right, guys. Wesley versus David T. Semifinal matchup. Unstoppable tournament, unstoppable live event. And it looks like Wesley is going to be getting the ball to start out. David T, I believe this is his second live event, but last time I think he lost in the round of 8. I believe this is Wesley's first live event of this MCS season. We're going to go ahead and get into this. I believe David T looks like he's in dollar, doing DB Fire type defensive look. We have not seen David T in that. David T was in 335 odd to make this event. Wesley is going to be in Lions playbook, doing a lot of kind of what Fancy did, short side bunch, either flip it or audible to trips. Gonna flip it here. Looks like that stem stays. I didn't know that. Cover 6 Willie for David T. And David T, probably one of my favorite players to learn from in the community, if not my top player. I just think he's one of those guys, they talked about it in the broadcast, but just a grinder, a guy that gets better every year. And I think David T is one of those guys that gets better as the year goes on. Last year, I thought he was super, super good right around Madden Bowl time. Just didn't make the Madden Bowl, but here we go. Kind of a new double corner. Actually, no, I'm going to go slant. And going to take that running back check down underneath. I'd be really interested to watch David T's defense. David T and Wesley, both of these guys have a really, really, really good switch stick. So there'll be a lot to learn from that perspective as well. And I think that David T is rocking Seahawks and Falcons, but I think Wesley might be rocking Cowboys theme team. I'm not sure on that. Oh, look at that screamer off the edge. So one of the things that David T is doing is he is screaming out of DB Fire. If you take a look at this, this is a different type of DB Fire. Watch what he does. Actually, oh, okay, now he's in 3-5 odd. Was he in 3? What was he in? Maybe he was in 3. I don't know what he was in. That was a different version of DB Fire. I think that was the 2-3. There's that motion RPO. I love that RPO out of the Lions. And guys, if you're looking to take your Madden game to the next level, join our school community. That's where you get my full ebooks. I've got a Lions ebook in there. I've got a Vikings defensive ebook. I've got the dollar stuff, all that stuff. Pretty much everything you see these guys run, I have some variation of it in our school site. So if you're not a member yet, link is in the description. $10 gets you everything for college and for Madden. Little 7-4 screamer, a lot of double drags, mesh, and Wes is going to get into the end zone on his first drive. Relatively unprecedented or uncontested. David T going to have to tighten up defensively. Also, little thing for me, but something I think is worth at least looking at. How are they kicking the ball off? Are they kicking to the right? Are they kicking left? Are they kicking short, deep? Because I personally am terrible at special teams. I think this is David T's team. 20 Falcons, 20 Niners, 20 Seahawks. So a lot of these guys are using Moss, that new Israel Mukuma, however you say that. And Wesley going to be in that dollar. And Wesley is using, I believe this is Pat Tillman right here. I actually talked about this in our school site. One of the patches about how good of a looper Pat Tillman is. You'll see he's going to loop a lot. And that was what really won him the game against Vose. Nice little aggressive catch from David. And I'm telling you, Wesley's switch stick is insane. So no wonder why he wants to be in dollar. Dollar is, to me, the clear-cut defense. If you want a switch stick, you're going to be in dollar. And you're going to be sending 4 typically, switch sticking all over the field. So, and if you guys don't know what switch stick is, basically he can switch on anybody on the field just by flicking his right joystick in the direction that he wants to switch to. So he can go from the linebacker to the corner, right? You'll see it. Boom, switch. Like Wesley's going to switch stick a ton. A ton. But David T in my opinion, one of the best, most systematic players. Rocking this Y off trips. Goes to this a lot. This Y off trips nasty. Oh, that was an insane play by Wesley. Almost lurked him. He tried to switch stick onto the flat defender and jump the RPO, and he almost got a touch of pick six. That was an insane switch stick. Let's see what old Dave's doing here. 2nd and 10. Probably not going to go back to that RPO. Let's see what he does. That is one of the best RPOs in the game, though. That RPO read flat out of a formation like this. Really, really effective. He's got a streak corner flat. Haven't seen this. Double seams, corner out, streak. Oh, my gosh. And you're seeing this, like, kind of cat and mouse game with the switch sticks. But Wesley he's switching, and he's switching to pick. He's switching for picks. He's not worried about giving up a touchdown over the top. He's switching. He's trying to take that corner right away. So that'll be interesting to kind of see. There's a running back. That should be a free touchdown or at least a goal line situation where David T just got to punch this in. Again, I am a little biased to David T, but I do want to see him win this one. I like Wesley too. I think Wesley and Fancy play very similarly. In terms of just they're very systematic players. All three of these guys, David, Wesley, Fancy, they're very systematic, and they operate best off of a lot of reps, from what I've seen. Anyway, all right, let's get to the play here. Let's see, what are we doing? All right, red zone situation. He's got that RPO. He also is going to be audibling. Looks like he's going to go deuce close. David loves these RPOs. He's done this a lot this year in the red zone. Going to throw a nice little RPO read flat wheel, and he is going to get into the end zone. And both of them pretty much went down the field well. I would say Wesley looked a little better on first drive, but they both got 7, which is what they needed to do. And now the game kind of shifts, if you will, to this end of half scenario that we're going to see how David and how Wesley play, because, you know, there's probably 1, maybe 2 possessions left in this half. In terms of, like, Wesley's going to have 1, David's going to have 1. Potentially Wesley might have a 3rd, and that's going to be a lot about how these, or Wesley might have a 2nd. So we're trying to make sure, David, if you're David's, you want to be in half, either get a stop here or try to make sure that you're going in half 14-14. We don't want Wesley to have additional possessions. That's pretty good defense there. Checks it down to the flat. And might take this down a quarter. See what he ends up doing. He can take this to the 1. And you're seeing short side bunch, audible to trips, go to tight end, put it streak, snap the ball quick. There's that nice in route. And you'll see this very consistently from Wesley. And he is going to take it to the quarter. All right, Wesley in Lions. And David is in odd here. I don't know how he's getting these corners. I got to look at how he's setting this up. Gonna send 5. Oh, nice read on that return route. Let's watch David when he comes out here. See if what he's doing with his safeties. Is he just walking them? No, that's show blitz, but he's clicking onto the corners? I don't know what he's doing with these corners to get them to go back like that. But this is that crossfire. So, gosh, is he doing that out of 146? I think he's doing crossfire out of 146 is what it looks like, because these guys are standing up. That's a 146 crossfire. Look at this guy kind of standing just slightly this direction, so he's flipping crossfire. And that's a great read. That's a great read from Wesley. Good route combo. And that's actually huge for Wes because the time. David is going to get the ball back now with 4 minutes. It's pretty hard to clock at 4. You can clock if it's like 3 minutes. You know, you would like to get that ball back about 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 30 seconds to get a good end of half clock. David's kind of in a no-win situation here, because if he plays too conservative, he could risk giving Wesley the ball to get another possession lead on him to go up 2. David does get ball at half here, but his touchdown could be neutralized because he could score too fast. There's just a lot of ways in which Wesley scoring fast there really helped. It really helps him. So we'll kind of see what David's got for him on his second drive. He's got a whip route. Like this combo here, a little dig route, a little post. Got a drag. We got a speed out here. There's that whip. There's that post. Got a high point it. Yeah, just kind of, eh. And that's what's hard this year. I'm telling you, this is why I think Dollar is the clear-cut best defense. Even though I like 3 through 5 odd, and I like a lot of these defenses, what makes Dollar special is that the throwing windows are so tight, and you can switch sticks so well. So I don't know for sure, but it is looking like Wesley. Watch these throwing lanes; they're just hard to hit. Corner route. See how he switch sticks there, takes that away, and then you're just dead. So Dave's going to have to dial something up here for this situation. This is 3rd and 10. Kind of you kind of need this drive. If you don't score on this drive, even if you scored 3, like you just need to be in a position where you can't let this game get away from you because you have a big advantage in getting the ball at halftime. So this is a big down for David, and he's going to go with a speed out, a post, little running back, kind of almost like a Durham setup. He's got the speed out. He misses it, but that's a great throw. And that's what David does with his pass leading, his king of blue passing, has just mastered freeform. David's probably the best freeform passer in the Madden space. Here you're going to go to bunch Y flex, dig return, or looking for this, probably the speed out corner streak. Let's see what he ends up calling. No, smash return here. He's running a lot of post over the middle, and honestly, I feel like that's pretty. There you see, there's Pat Tillman, and I'm telling you that Pat Tillman, he's short, he's agile, he's like the perfect blitzer for this cover 6 Willie type of defense, which is what Wesley's in. He's going to try to loop here and get this basic pressure here. So, is Steve going to go this RPO? You can't go this RPO. It's too easy of a user. Yeah, he's not going to go RPO there. Gosh, what is he going to do? He likes this streak corner flat. He can throw that streak. Wesley is baiting that streak so much, though. I'm telling you, Wesley's switch stick, it's up there. I mean, it's got to be top 5 switch stick in the world. I would say. If you watch how many things he's taken away with his user is pretty impressive. Yeah, this Y-off trip's nasty for David T. It's kind of the offense. He's got 4 strong. It's basically bunch strong nasty. It's just trips. I don't know why I run that, though. I don't know what the real draw of this is. Haven't seen anything super special other than the RPO. Got post. See, these are all hot routes. And oh, nice curl. Wow. There you go. David stemmed up a curl about 20 yards and just chucked it to him. And that's a good read. I mean, it sits in the soft spots of zones, I guess. Probably got a short post out of PA double post. He's wanting to call this RPO, I bet you. And he's gonna catch him. There it is. That's a huge touchdown. That's a huge touchdown. He caught him because Wesley, remember, when David ran that last, Wesley almost pick-sixed him. David caught him moving some people around and just quick hike that RPO. You see how good of an RPO that is. And now we have 2 minutes in the second quarter. This is a big drive for Wesley. If you're David, you're really trying to hold the 3 or get a stop. If you can keep him out of the end zone, it's a huge advantage to you because you get ball out of half. So this is a very big drive for David's defensively and for Wesley offensively, and that is not what you want. You don't want to give that kick return there because now Wesley only has to go about 50 yards. It does look like he's going to be he is in this double safety go, and this is out of 146. This is out of 146 too. See, this is 3-5 odds, show blitz, but look what he's doing these corners. I don't know how they're getting them, getting them to stay back like that. See, I don't know. And they're not always staying back. Like this guy stays, but the other guy doesn't. I don't know. Anyway, little drag. The yellow zones don't really cover anything in this game. You have to put them on 5, which then messes up a lot of stuff defensively. See here, now we're going all over the place. He gets lucky getting that 2-minute warning. David was probably going to have to use a timeout. Notice both these guys haven't used any timeouts yet. So there's a lot of stuff going on with this in a half scenario. This in a half scenario is very, very big right now. There's a lot riding on how this plays out here. And there it is. Okay, we get him on a third down. Now we get him on a 3rd and 8, and this is where we need David to be great. Need to get a stop here. If David can get a stop here, it just really, really helps him. Helps him get in front of the game. A little whip route here. Good read from Wesley. David's trying to switch stick it. Doesn't. Even if he can hold him to 3, I'm telling you, even if he can hold him to 3, if you can get in front of this game a little bit, it's a significant advantage. Motion post for Wesley. The combo that keeps on giving 2 streaks, a return route and a post. Good user. He just left it, though. Got to kind of stay on that route. It's a good read. And David's got a good switch stick, too. I think David does a good... His switch stick is very... he tries to basically take the window away and then go guard something else. And so you saw where Wesley just stayed on it and was able to kind of get it open that way. Little return route again. Just hard to use or anything. That's a great... Wesley's got there's a lot open there. I think the zig was open, the drag was open, and then just get the pressure. That's why you got to have a blitz. Every defense has to have the ability to get pressure. All right, we got a short corner, probably a streak post. Yep. Kind of a standard combo this year. Oh, he switch sticked him. He got it. That's a pick. That's huge. What is Wesley throwing? Like, legitimately, what is this throw? Are they going to replay this? I don't know what he's throwing because he didn't even need to switch stick it. This is just a terrible read. Like, what do you see here? Look at this. What do you see? Look at this. Open. Let's throw to the... that's a terrible read. I don't know what he's trying to throw. Did not work out for him, and this is huge for David. If you're David, field goal is fine. You want 7, but a field goal is fine. You don't want to give Wesley the ball back. The biggest thing here is Wesley cannot have another chance to score. That is huge. Unless he just gives you a touchdown. You can't give Wesley the ball back. It's too critical. This end of half scenario is too critical. And we've got a post and just nothing open. Throw it away. David got the stop he needed, but now he needs to capitalize on it. Even a field goal, the biggest thing here is you just cannot give Wesley the ball back and give him a chance to score before half. You've got to maximize that end of half scenario. That's probably the reason for the RPO there, just trying to get maybe a cheap first down. Not able to do so. 3rd and 8, kind of a big down. This is a huge down. I wish you would have called that RPO on first down, maybe. I don't know. You gotta get this. This is a big play. He's gonna be in a position where he's gonna probably have to go for it if he doesn't get it, which is not good. We got corner route. Gotta throw that. Oh my gosh, look at that. And see how good Wesley's switch stick is? It's just, that's how Madden 25 is, guys. He switch sticked it perfectly. He just can't animate. And that's what high balls are. I mean, that's just David honestly had a touchdown, missed the read, threw the corner right at him. That should have probably been a switch stick pick. Instead, it's a 1st and 10, ball on 30-yard line. We're trying to get 3 points out of this. David's doing a lot of pass pro here. He's going to throw that. He's got him over top. And there you go. Very good read by David. Wesley has been playing with fire a lot on the switch stick. One of the things that David wisely does is he almost stared that streak down because he knew that Wesley was going to bite with that deep zone, give that streak a window to be able to get hit over the top. 21-14, massive for David T. And now Wesley is honestly up against it here. So we'll see what Wesley has for him. Wesley needs to score. He needs a field goal on this. You don't really want to go down because David gets ball at half. So, oh my gosh, he had the streak too and he missed it. That streak, guys, if you're watching this streak out of trips is always open. I mean, it has been open so much against these press alignments. Gonna go to bunch. Gonna go 14 different wheel routes. I was not sure why he's gonna call this play. Oh, okay, so we're gonna try to hit that tight end up in that seam. And good, yeah. And that's what honestly, David, that's fine. And even if he gets 3, you're still fine. You're in a great position. You got your stop you needed. Just keep kind of making him work. You can't give him a free touchdown. This is a critical thing. Again, this Trips thing, it's been open all game. You've got to get this. This streak cannot be a touchdown. This streak cannot be a touchdown. And that's fine. He's going to have to dive down. He's going to have to take his 3. Oh, we got a tackle. Okay. He's going to have to dive down, take his 3, 17-21. David T's lead and David T's ball at halftime. Great first half of football by David T. Our boys' second half is underway. David T on offense has a chance to be able to take a lot of control over this game here if he can get points on this drive. It's a huge drive in the game. Wesley going to be giving him his best shot defensively, and we'll see what Dave's got cooking here. This wild Trips nasty. Really haven't seen this ran much. Kind of an off-mid offense and kind of working. So we'll see. We know that Wesley's going to be in that cover 6. Willie here, potentially edge blitz. It is edge blitz. There's that corner route. There's that post. Great read with that post over the middle of the field. And David T got kind of a little some spacing concepts, some post corner concepts. Going to just run the ball here. Really wise decision. And Wesley just gives him basically a free 15 yards. If you're David T here, high percentage plays. Let's get a touchdown. If we get a touchdown, it really changes this game. If you get a field goal, it's okay, but it's definitely not what you want. And the reason why is because it makes it doesn't change the scenario. But if he gets a touchdown, that's a 2-possession game. He's in control of the game at that point. Wesley doesn't just have to, he can't just answer with a touchdown. He's got to answer with a touchdown and a stop. So this is a huge deal. Huge 2nd and 1 call. Goes to that RPO. Honestly, probably should have been stopped there. Some good stick skill. Able to get out of there, kind of bump around, and get the first down. Ball about the 24-yard line. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. If you're David T, again, high percentage plays. Make Wesley have to stop. This inside zone, to me, looks completely free. I would probably try an inside zone here. He's going to look like check. He is going to check to that inside zone. Look at that blocking in that inside zone. I mean, you could literally drive a truck through that. 2nd and 2. To me, this is a rundown. Reason why, and that's why I like David a lot, just more very methodical offensively. To me, this is a rundown. Make him stop it. Because you're still in a 3rd and 1. You're still in an advantageous situation. He does go to that RPO. He's going to throw that RPO. He's going to get a touchdown. And my man David T is up 2 possessions against Wesley. Wesley, I think, is the 2nd highest MCS earner of all time, right behind Henry. And those two have gone head-to-head multiple times in the last 3 years. David T is handling him right now. So, and I really like David T's chances against Lambeau in the next game if he can finish this out. Got to win the game right in front of you. Wesley, again, this is where things start to become a factor. If you just kind of mathematically here, Wesley's probably, if he scores a touchdown, assuming David doesn't play terrible defense, it's probably going to take him at least 2-3 minutes. So we're probably looking at 3 possessions left in this game, 2 for Wesley, 1 for David T. What happens on those possessions, to me, are obviously ultimately going to decide this. So this audible to Trips. David T is now in the odd. 10 and 4. Good defense from David. A sack. Basically a sack. Got a couple yards because of good pocket. 2nd and 8 situation. I would like to see, I don't know if this would work, but the way that Wesley, a lot of people kind of, let's just see what he does. He's got these corners back. I want to know how he's doing that. Cover 4. I like that. The David T is in a position right now defensively. Just keep everything in front of you. Make him have to throw those mid-range shots. Don't give him those layups. Don't give him those 3-point, one-play touchdown big plays. Make him drive the ball up the field and make him do it consistently with good switch stick, with good adjustments, but don't leave yourself isolated where you can give him a 50-yard chunk on a corner. Don't love that. All right, here we go. We're going to see. Got it. Almost always going to be sending this linebacker, I will say. Good switch stick. Oh, he left it. He had it. Oh, if he stays on that, that's a pick, and that's it. All right, Dave's all over him right now. Wesley is clutch. Wesley's not going to go away. You know Wesley's going to fight. You know Wesley's going to put a drive together. Got to kind of be prepared for that, which means David's going to need probably at least one more drive offensively to win this game. Unless you do that, oh my goodness gracious, watch this play. Look at this. He switched six here. He has to stay on this streak or it's a touchdown, right? This is a hard flat. And now you'll see how, I don't know, probably a hard flat. He carries him here. Now watch what David does. Watch this. He sees this. He bails on this completely because you can't, this is like an awkward throw. It's hard to throw this. He bails completely over here. Sack is coming. Look at this. Wesley just happens to throw it, and David just enough speed, picks the ball off, takes the ball away, and Wesley is saying, wow. Now you run the ball. Inside zone, make him stop it. That honestly could have been a lot more yardage right there. Look at this. This is an amazing play. He stays on it, and then just perfect timing, man. Just gets there. What a play by David T. And that's what I'm talking about with his user skill, his switch sticking. Super good. Can he finish this game? 2nd and 8. We got an out route over here. I throw this out route. Just throw it. And there's that post. I haven't seen Wesley really switch stick those speed outs, and I really think David's running this probably for the spacing of the formation. The RPO's good. I don't know. I'd love to know why. I'm going to ask him why he's running this offense specifically. But this Y off trips, and I believe this is in run and gun playbook. I don't think this isn't like a formation in Lions. This is like you have to go to the playbook for the formation type of deal. This is either Chiefs or run and gun. I just haven't really kind of seen the other formations a ton in this to know for sure. It's probably Chiefs. There are some people that are switching to Chiefs. Not for this. They're actually doing it for the Bunch X Nasty. Wesley changes defenses. Goes to double mug. This is automatic inside zone. And that right there is exactly why. Almost broke a touchdown. You go right back to inside zone here. 2nd and 2, this has to be a run. 2nd and 2, 100% a rundown in this situation. For David T, honestly, you go down, you get a field goal, the game is all but over. Don't even need a touchdown here. Obviously, it's not completely over, but you're in a really, really good situation. If you get 7 here, you're in a great, even better situation, of course, but you've got to take this clock. I don't love the pass here because so much can just go wrong. But good read, takes the drag. I would have rather an inside zone there, but that's why he's there and I'm not. Lambeau will face the winner of this matchup. And Lambeau's defense is interesting. It's basically send 6-man coverage. So here we go. I'll tell you, man, nobody thought David T would have a shot at this game. Nobody thought he would have a shot at this game. All right, here we go. 5 minutes to glory. Can David T get this done? Now I think we're still in double mug. This, to me, is inside zone again. I think you go inside zone again here. Get the clock going. Yep, inside zone. See, the blocking on the RPO and the run handoff's a little different than the blocking on inside zone. It's crazy. I just don't know why you run this formation. Like, other than the RPO and I feel like he's hot riding almost everything. The spacing is kind of cool. It's basically just 4 strong U-trips without the U-trips routes. Tight end post. Corner out to the right side. Gonna throw that tight end post. He loves that tight end post. I'm kind of surprised that tight end post is getting so open. And the thing about David T is he doesn't lose games that he's in this situation normally. Like he normally just manages these situations really well. He had the RPO there. I don't know if Wesley was actually super biting down on this. See, he has a bunch of strong nasty, bunch of flex. I want to say he's in Chiefs. I'm most positive he's in Chiefs. Because he has a bunch of nasty. He's in Chiefs. He's definitely in Chiefs. Otherwise, he's got some glitch formation that I don't know about. Post on the left side. See, again, this is literally all hot routes. It's a snap. R1, throw away. And that's where second 11, that bad run on first down. Now you're a little bit of a dicey situation, but you're honestly fine. You got a field goal. That's what you really wanted out of this drive. And now, to me, you got to pass here, but you don't want to. You can't just give him a free stop. So I think he's up 11. So he's still up 2 possessions either way. I'll throw that out route. I think he still can make that. That to me was what you didn't really want, is you didn't want a sack. But I don't think it takes you out of field goal range. Jason Elam, best field goal kicker in the game, the team captain. I actually really like. That's one of the things I love about the game this year. It's a little thing, but I love that this kicker is a team captain, and you can just have the best kicker, rank him all the way up, and there you go. I actually really like that about this game. Able to get that 31-17, and now Wesley on a stay alive drive. Here we go, 3-3 odd. We see that. Yeah, the way they're moving, it's just hard to tell. But look how open this seam is. Corner out, try to undercut it. Hey, gets a favorable animation. 2nd and 10. Go. It's kind of interesting to watch what Wesley's going to do here, too. I think Wesley knows, he's in a real bad spot. And there's enough pressure. Now he's got to scramble. That's dicey. If there's one thing you want to give up, it's that scramble up the middle, because there's so many fumbles. Now here, this has been a problem all game. Watch this left side. Watch this fade. Able to play it. Return route. Just biggest thing for David is keep him in the middle. And this is honestly what you want, because now he's got to go to a 2-minute warning pretty much. He's got one more play of the 2-minute warning, 3 timeouts. If he's, Lambo got an onside kick. So we'll see what Wesley's able to do. But really, David, you just got to, he knows this and he's playing like this, but you just really got to keep everything in front of you here. No one-play touchdown type stuff. He's trying to go for it here with this motion. This is a motion HB choice play, I want to say. Yeah. Now Wesley is in Lions. Short side bunch, audible to trips. He's going to go motion post. He's going to go with watch this streak on the left side. Yeah, the streak won. I'm surprised he didn't throw it. That streak wins a lot. That's one of my big takeaways from this game. That streak on the outside. I hardly ever throw that. Honestly, I feel like in these kind of situations, you get in dollar and you just contain everything. But this blitz is good. Oh, he almost got him again. See, that's where it's like, switch to pick. And he scores. And now you're in a weird position. I think it's interesting that Wesley goes for 2 here. So what Wesley's doing here is, I don't know exactly why you do this, but it's essentially putting a lot more pressure on David if he gets this 2-point conversion. He's going to run it for the bread. He's going to get it. Oh, he didn't get it. Oh, that's insane that he didn't get that. That's kind of a silly dive. And are you onside here? I don't think Lambo did, and Lambo got it. I don't think you can afford to onside here. I don't think you can afford to onside here because he needs 2 yards, and then if he kicks field goal, game's over. I don't know that you can afford to onside. I think you got to kick this deep. David needs basically one, maybe 2 first downs to win this game. Wesley has not shown an ability to really stop the inside zone. I like that dive down. I'm trying to think if I'm David. You probably go for it on 4th too, so that you can get the ball back. I don't think you start out with the RPO though. Yeah, he's going to. He's going to throw it. Oh my gosh, you can't throw that. You can't throw that. He's been sitting on that all game. He's got to be highballing that or something, and he just knows you. But that was you can't throw that. Reed. Mesh. David's kind of playing a little tight here. Needs something here. 3rd and 5. Just need 1 first down, man. Come on. Just 1 first down. I like this combo. Streak. Oh, he's open. It's open. Throw. Yep. Got him. Very good. David T. Going to the finals of the Unstoppable Challenge will face No Mercy Lambeau for his first belt game. Wesley taking off the headsets. My guy, David T. Really, really pumped for him. His site that he posts on is hotroute.tips. My site is school.com/Cody Ballard if you want to check that out. Why did he do that? He's going to take a sack. $40 seconds, 3rd and 17. This is pretty much it. David T going to get it done. Everybody picked Wesley, not just for this event, not just for this game, but for this tournament. Everybody picked Wesley. David T is consistent. He gets better every year. He gets better every tournament. Super excited for him. We're going to see what he can do against Lambeau. I think he's got a good shot. I think he's got a real good shot against Lambeau. And he is going to let this clock tick, tick, tick. I think he might be in a position where he does have to. I think, honestly, you kneel the ball. Or is he going to be able to completely get it clocked out? He's not. 1 second. I guess you punt the ball out of bounds. Or you kneel it. Probably punt. He's going to run it 1 conservative, looks like. Man, super excited for him. Super excited for him. And I'll put the sites, his site down in the description. Little run play. There it is. David T defeats Wesley. Will play Lambeau in the finals of the Unstoppable Challenge.